Kia ora, nice clear skies over parts of the North Island today, but we are looking at wetter and windier weather moving northwards up the South Island as we head through the night time tonight and on into Thursday. You can see the rain is already moving in towards those far southern parts of the country by the end of the day today, pushing that cloud onto towards the western side of the Southland, but still plenty of clear sky out east, and it's actually been a very mild looking afternoon. For the North Island, many spots staying dry, but you can see we've got those showers up towards the north and the east, and through the night time we'll find a few of those moving in towards those exposed eastern coasts. Most of our weather though will be down south, with that rainfall pushing in towards Fiordland and the ranges of Westland as we head through the night time tonight. So heavy falls through there, and ahead of this band of wet weather, a classic story of those northwesterly winds intensifying, bringing a windy start today for places like Southland as we head on in towards Thursday. One side effect of those winds will be some much warmer temperatures down south. Look at these overnight minimum temperatures, places like Invercargill, Dunedin, and across in towards Queenstown. 15 degrees Celsius there for Dunedin, a very warm night. Compare that to further north where we have those clearer skies, lighter winds. It's still going to be a cold night for the likes of Hamilton and Taupo. As we head into Thursday, though, we'll find that wet, windy weather moving northwards up the Southland. The wettest weather on the western coast, the windiest weather out towards the east. We've got some severe weather watches and warnings through there. But you can see by the end of the day that rainfall reaches up towards those northern parts of the Southland. And we've got a fair amount of activity running across the far north of the Northland as well. Some showers pushing through in towards parts of Northland, perhaps Auckland as well. More especially though through the Bay, plenty, could be one or two rumbles of thunder through there. But between these two systems, some nice clear skies down across Wanganui and down towards Wairarapa, and even across that eastern side of the South Island. Let's take a bit of a look at those severe weather warnings though. You can see we have got warnings across parts of Fiordland, north of about Doubtful Sound, the ranges of Westland, and that rain being pushed across and towards the headwaters of Otago as well. On the eastern side, over from Stewart Island through Southland, inland parts of Otago, and up towards the Canterbury High Country. Strong wind watches for you, running through most of the daytime on Thursday, with those winds reaching severe gale force in the most exposed areas and pretty gusty as well. Something to watch out for those inland parts of the South Island. For the North Island though, generally things are looking a little bit quieter, especially around places like Wairarapa and Hawke's Bay, generally staying fine and dry. You'll find there's more cloud further north, up towards Taupo, those northerly winds pushing that cloud and wet weather through towards the Coromandel Bay of Plenty. Some heavy, perhaps thundery falls of rain through there as well. We'll find some showers making their way through Northland, perhaps in towards Auckland as well. For Auckland, generally though, it's the second half of the day that sees those showers. The first half, hopefully, getting away with some drier and brighter weather. Down in the far southern parts of our patch, we'll find the cloud fairly thick through places like Taranaki and Wellington through the daytime. Some showers to watch out for, but a good break between the two. Wanganui, not a bad looking spot to be, and temperatures pretty decent there as well. Top temperatures around about 20 degrees Celsius for Napier tomorrow, 21 there for Auckland. Heading down towards the South Island, so we find that real heavy rainfall pushing through towards Fiordland and Westland, being pushed in on those westerly winds. So it runs in towards the Southern Alps and brings some large amounts of rainfall there. Between now and about Friday, we could find as much as 200 to 250 millimetres of rainfall about the higher ground of Westland, about and south of the glaciers. We'll find generally a drier story out east. Those winds though will be picking up, particularly for the Canterbury High Country as we head through in towards the afternoon. And some of that wet weather does reach across in towards Otago as we head through the daytime. So I think we are going to find a bit of a cloudier story for places like Dunedin and perhaps even some showers by the end of the day. But most of the wet weather on that western side, but pushing through in towards the headwaters, so feeding in towards the lakes and the rivers through Otago and Canterbury. We'll find as we go through the daytime, it's still relatively mild on the eastern side. Look at these top temperatures for places like Christchurch and down towards Timaru, 21 degrees Celsius. A very mild looking story there, and pretty warm as we head through the night time as well. 11 degrees Celsius, nothing too cold, and definitely not as cold as it has been so far this week. We'll start to find our winds turning more southerly behind it, so perhaps a little bit cooler back towards those far southern areas, but I think still a relatively mild looking night. Heading through in towards Friday, you can see this wet weather continues to move northwards. Those darker blues an indication of potential for some heavier rainfall across the northern parts of the South Island, but also up in towards the North Island, particularly across those western areas where there is still that chance of some rumbles of thunder and flashes of lightning. So do keep that in mind as we head through the daytime on Friday. Keep a close eye on those severe weather warnings. Pretty windy story as well with those northwesterly winds. But as we head towards the end of the day, the worst of the rainfall starts to clear away, some clearer skies and some generally drier weather back with us for the weekend. That's it from me. There's more at MetService.com.